Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
Today's Thanksgiving.
No, that's not your line. What are you supposed to say?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It's Thanksgiving. It is Thursday, November the 22nd. It is Thanksgiving Day. It's also turkey-free Thanksgiving Day for those of you who want to have Thanksgiving without turkey or happiness. Also, I'm just
no
teasing.
happiness.
I'm just teasing. Also, National Cranberry Relish Day and National Day of Mourning. So all of that happening on this Thursday, the 22nd day of November. Got a quote for today from Gandhi. Gandhi says, "The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others." I love that. And here's the thing. I remember this a long time ago, probably 15 years ago, we went to a church service one time where they were talking about looking for friends. You know, when you're new in a town and you're trying to find friends, you're a lot better at finding friends if you try to be a friend. And I just thought, that is such a cool thing. Kind of the same thing Gandhi's saying. You'll find yourself by losing yourself by serving others. Love that. Today is Thanksgiving. It's also Thursday. That means we've got a Dear John letter coming your way.
Want to honor a veteran? Consider giving to Veterans Tickets Foundation, a national nonprofit who supports our currently serving military, veterans, and family members of those we've lost in action by providing them with free tickets to sporting events, concerts, performing arts, and family activities. VetTix is dedicated to giving back to those who gave us so much. Learn how you can help at vettix.org. VetTix.org.
Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center? You ready for this one, Heidi?
I am ready.
All right, tell me. Golf course or rehab center? Reflections Bay, Henderson, Nevada. Reflections Bay. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center?
A golf course.
Reflections Bay is, in fact, a golf course. Golf clap for Heidi.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. I'd like to thank the little people. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show. We're getting to the time of year where we start planning for holiday parties and other events that often include alcohol. I encourage you to have some alcohol-free options as well. And if you are drinking, be sure to have a designated driver. If you or someone you know has a problem with drugs or alcohol, there is help. Timeforrehab.com would love to connect you with someone who can be there for you or that loved one. If you feel like it's time to finally get the help you need, we're here for you. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com. And this is your brain on drugs. A 28-year-old man by the name of Keith Cavalier has been arrested for intentionally driving his truck into a courthouse in Mississippi. It's a bad idea. Gulf Court police say that he drove his vehicle into the Harrison County Courthouse because in his mind it was the best way to let them know his drug paraphernalia had been stolen.
Of course.
Or you could have called somebody. Nobody was hurt, thank goodness. He was charged with driving under the influence and malicious mischief because of damaging the building. The man is being held in the county jail. It is not known if he has an attorney or not. So, weird story. By the way, we get a lot of stories all the time like this that I find, but I also have people that share stories like this. If you ever come across a story where somebody has done something silly under the influence, I love it when you share those stories. We might even use it here, and if we do, we'll say thank you. So be sure to submit those at johnandheidishow.com. Now, big screen, little screen. Alec Baldwin has been in the news because he had kind of like thrown a tantrum and gotten, fisticuffs with somebody over a parking spot.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
So now, guess who else is in the news?
Who?
His daughter. His daughter, Ireland Baldwin, was accused of looting her own home during the California wildfires.
How do you loot your own house?
Well, took a bunch of stuff and then claimed it was stolen. So that's how you do that. So then, I don't know, is Haley Baldwin, is that his daughter as well?
I don't know.
So Haley Baldwin is also in the news. I think that, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not his daughter. But Haley Baldwin confirmed that she is married to Justin Bieber, and she wore a jacket last Friday that had his name on the back of it. So another Baldwin in the news. So there you go. And one other story here. John Mayer said he quit drinking 2 years ago when he made a fool of himself at Drake's 30th birthday party. So I'm sad to hear that he made a fool of himself. That's sad. But I'm happy to hear that he quit drinking. That's really cool. That is not easy to do.
Isn't that the whole point of drinking?
What?
To make a fool of yourself in public?
You're supposed to drink socially and, just have fun. But when it gets to the point where you become the news, then that's not good. Thank goodness Heidi has never done that. Thanks for
Only
listening.
because there's never any media around.
Yeah, they're like, who was that lady? Thank God we don't know. All right. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Every day, approximately 23 U.S. military veterans take their own lives. Big Paws Canine Foundation is helping to decrease that number, providing service and companion dogs to our disabled veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty. Partnering a hero with a specifically trained dog significantly reduces the incidence of suicide, and your support makes all the difference. Find out how you can help our American heroes. Join the pack at BigPawsCanine.com.
Now your scoop of the day brought to you by FreshPatch.com. Promo code radio. Walmart is giving away coffee on Black Friday. Sales start at 6 p.m. today, apparently. Thanksgiving Day, I didn't know that. But they made a big deal of the fact that they're giving away coffee. So there you go. And then Slick Deals found the average American will spend $520 doing their Black Friday shopping.
Yeah.
Do you think that's how much you spend, or do you spend less than that?
I probably spend
Do you really?
right around there.
I'm the getaway driver. I drive her to
It's
the
around
doors,
there
but-
or less, depending on what the deals are. Some years there's really nothing, and I don't spend much of anything.
You know what my record is for Black Friday spending? It's like
I think you bought a candy bar and a
$6.
soda.
I spent $6 one time Black Friday shopping. I went in during everybody. I dropped Heidi and her mother at the door, and then this particular store wasn't really busy, so I went in and grabbed some stuff, and it was like a little thing to eat and something to drink, and it was like $6 total for everything. And the lady was laughing at me. She's like, "Seriously, you came out on Black Friday for this?" I was like, "Hey, I'm hungry, man." And Wallet Hub did a survey. They found 6 in 10 Americans are, quote, better off financially this holiday season than they were last year, end quote. So people are doing better this year than they were last year, Heidi. That's good.
I agree.
Wyndham Vacation Rental Survey found that people who live in big cities experience peak stress every 18 days. So they're saying maybe you need to go on vacation a little more often. I'll tell you, we did a vacation not too long ago.
Go on vacation every 18 days.
Yeah, you're supposed to every 18 days.
I'm all for that.
I don't know about that. We did a little vacation, and I got to tell you, we were worn out when we got home. We were pretty, it wasn't a relaxing vacation. It was like we were busy the whole time. I think we need to do an unplugged, just not do anything vacation
I'm all for
sometime.
that,
So
too.
we'll have to factor that in somewhere.
We came home so exhausted. We had no
slept
voice.
And we slept for a day and a half. We're finally just getting our voices back. Let's see. Residents of Las Cruces, New Mexico set a world record for the largest serving of nachos, eating 5,039 pounds. It was a 110-foot-long serving of nachos. So if you really want to beat that record, you'd have to do like 115 feet or something. I don't really want to beat that record. I would like to do a world record sometime, but not for nachos. 15-year-old boy led Houston police on a high-speed chase on his ATV. The whole time he streamed it on Snapchat. Bad idea. He probably got some new followers out of the deal, though. He got a feeling that, I'm not on. Are you on Snapchat? I'm not on that one.
I am, but I'm
Are you
not
really?
on it. Like, I have an account.
My older brother's on there, so it's not because I'm too old. My older brother is on Snapchat because he was saying something about.
Yeah, everybody's always
snapping
like, you need to. I was on it, and I didn't do anything on there. I was like, this is dumb.
I got a friend that did a program called Talk and Snap, where it was actually a program. It was the only Snapchat program. Mm-hmm. So, and he's my age, so I'm not too old for it. I just don't get it and don't need more.
Yeah, I tried
social
it, and
media.
I was like, eh.
I've got plenty of social media stuff. I don't need any more. By the way, for those of you that are on social media, if you look for the John and Heidi Show, you'll find us. Maybe not on Snapchat, but we're on Instagram, we're on LinkedIn, we're on Facebook, we're on, what are the other ones? Twitter. We're on a bunch of those. So I don't know. We've got a link to all of those on our page, johnandheidishow.com. And we should probably wrap up with this story here. Florida officials are trying to corral a group of herpes-infected monkeys who've been
nice.
breeding at the Silver Spring State Park. I don't know exactly what's going on there. That is a very bizarre story. I almost didn't even read it, but I figured, if you happen to, for Thanksgiving, if you're going to be going to the Silver Spring State Park,
Might
stay
wanna
away
be
from
careful.
the monkeys. Just steer clear of the monkeys. That's all I want to say. All right. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on this Thanksgiving Day.
Are you trying to find the perfect gift for someone with a good sense of humor? FunkyMonkeyShirts.com has a good selection of funny t-shirts and more. Some with Christmas themes. One that even replaces the ugly Christmas sweater for your next party. Find some silly shirts at funkymonkeyshirts.com. Also, learn how you can sell your own designs to make some extra Christmas cash. There's a link at the bottom of the page at funkymonkeyshirts.com. funkymonkeyshirts.com. That's funkymonkeyshirts.com.
And it's time right now for
Dear John Letters.
Dear John.
If you'd like to submit a Dear John letter, you can do that. We'll tell you at the end of the program how to do that. It's right through our page, really easy to find at johnandheidishow.com. Here's our Dear John letter for today. Dear John, I'm spending Thanksgiving with my family this year. So excited to see everyone, but I hate the fact that I'm the only single sibling. Every year, they spend too much time talking about my dating life. I'm happy to be single. I have an older brother. I have a brother that is on marriage number 3, 2 sisters that are each on marriage number 2, only one of my brothers that has been married to just one wife, and they are at each other's throats every time we get together. I'd like to tell them I'm single because I'm the youngest, and they have set such a lousy example for me. Would that be wrong of me? Advice to everyone else who is going to be with someone in the family who happens to be single. Please leave them alone about it. They know they're single. You don't need to remind them. I guess I should ask a real question. Should I tell my family to butt out, or should I just laugh like I usually do? Signed, youngest sister. Well, first of all, I don't think they're doing it to be mean. I'll bet, again, I don't know, maybe your family's different, but I know in our family when people are talking about, they're trying to help them if they can. Like you say in your Dear John letter, you're happy being single. Just let them know that. Say, hey, I'm happy being single. I don't need your help. And I think that's probably all you'll need to do, wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm. If they're making you feel bad about it, you should let them know that it hurts my feelings. If you guys are always harping on me, I'm trying to spend a nice day with my family, and you're bothering me.
And
leave
if you
me
guys
alone.
want me to not come to this stuff, I won't come to this stuff.
And if they won't leave you alone, spit in their mashed potatoes.
I don't suggest that. So I
Wait
guess
till they're not looking, of course.
your question, should I tell my family to butt out or should I laugh like I usually do? Personally, I would just laugh like you usually do. But if it's bugging you to the point where you're sending us a letter, maybe it is time to just say, hey, you know what? It's not funny anymore. I mean, I don't know how long they've been doing this. It doesn't say in here how old you are. But if you've got siblings that are on marriage number 3, you're probably not 15 or 16. So, you're old enough. Otherwise, I'm assuming they wouldn't be bugging you about marriage. But again, I do like the advice of youngest sister, where she says, advice for everyone else who's going to be with someone in the family who happens to be single. Leave them alone about it. So many times, people who, again, I don't think they mean to be mean, but they don't realize it. And I have a friend that he posted on Facebook a couple years ago. He and his wife were trying for 2 years to have children. And every time they would get together with family members, that's all they would talk about. When are you guys going to have kids? And he's like, we're trying really hard to have kids. And I don't need your reminders and you being, mean about it at family functions. And, he got very personal about that. And it never crossed my mind that something like that could be hurtful. And I'm thinking, man, I hope I've never done that to somebody. And if I have, I really didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
My response to that would be, oh, what a great idea. We'll be right back. And head back to one of their bedrooms.
I'm going to move the coats. Don't worry.
I don't know why we didn't think about it. We'll be right back.
It's all right. We'll push that pile of coats onto the floor. It's going to be just fine. Oh, boy. I think Heidi's advice is good. If you would like to chime in with your own advice for youngest sister, I would appreciate it, and I'll bet youngest sister would appreciate it. And again, it doesn't sound like she's looking for a ton of advice. I think more than anything, she wanted to just be able to say,
she wanted to vent.
Leave everyone alone. So I get it. And again, I hope I've never done that. I don't think that we do that. Do we? Do we do that?
Well, no, we're usually like, we have somebody we'd like to introduce you to.
We're the ones we're the matchmakers. So, youngest sister, you want to hang with us today instead? Let's get together. We'll hook you up with somebody.
We just did it to your youngest sister.
Yeah. Hey, I have a single brother. Sounds like from your criteria, though, he might not be the best fit. All right. If you would like to chime in with your advice, please do so on our Facebook page, facebook.com/John and Heidi Show. And if you'd like to get some crack advice like we just gave today, We would love to answer your question for next week, and you can submit that right through our Facebook page. Just send a message there, or you can submit it through, if you're not on Facebook, you can do it right through our website, and that is johnandheidishow.com. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show. This has been today's Dear John letter.
John and Heidi.
If you want to grow your business, you can add more customers or sell more stuff to your current customers, or a combination of both. There's no other way to grow your business. Just those two. Add more customers or sell more stuff to your current customers. And if you already have a relationship with your customers and you have their email address, you can reach out to them with special offers to easily grow your sales, and you'll make your customers even happier. Let the experts at Constant Contact help. Get a free trial now. Text Radio Trial to number 22828. That's Radio Trial, all one word, to number 22828.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
I'm going to blow your mind.
Okay.
Red Sour Patch Kids are the exact same candy as a Swedish fish. The only difference is they have some sour sugar sprinkled on them.
Really?
Yeah. I am going to have to take the Red Sour Patch Kids challenge.
Because I don't like Swedish fish.
I'm going to eat a Swedish fish, and I'm going to eat a Red Sour Patch Kid, but I'm going to suck all the stuff off first, and then I'm going to eat it and see. Does it taste the same? According to this fun fact, it's made of the same gooey stuff. The only difference is the coating. So I have to try it now. Where can I get me some Swedish fish today and some Sour Patch Kids? Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
FreshPatch.com is making dogs like me happy. They send out real grass pads for us to use indoors. Now when it's cold outside, I can go inside. And when I've used up the real grass patch, the mailman brings me a new Fresh Patch. It's the best idea since doggy treats. Convince your mommy to try it today. I suggest you try Puppy Dog Eyes. FreshPatch.com. Use promo code RADIO to save 10%. That's FreshPatch.com, promo code RADIO.
Time now for today's grandiloquent word, also known as today's weird word or today's bizarre word. I've called it a lot of different things. I want to say thank you, by the way, to the grandiloquent word people, because they supply these for me, and they're putting out a calendar, and I've got a link in our show notes where you can get the calendar. It's a 2019 calendar. I'm excited for them. They've done really well. They got T-shirts, all kinds of stuff, because they come up with great words like this one, raconteur. What do you think raconteur is, Heidi?
Raconteur?
Yeah, raconteur. R-A-C-O-N-T-E-U-R, raconteur.
I don't know.
A skillful and amusing teller of stories and anecdotes.
Ah.
So I always thought that it was somebody that was like a criminal.
I think that's a racketeer, not a raconteur.
Raconteur. Oh, okay. Well, it sounds really similar to me. So I think I am a raconteur then, because I like to tell stories. I don't know if I'm a amusing, skillful storyteller. I amuse myself. Does that count for anything? I'm a self-raconteur? Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Want to honor a veteran? Consider giving to Veterans Tickets Foundation, a national nonprofit who supports our currently serving military, veterans, and family members of those we've lost in action by providing them with free tickets to sporting events, concerts, performing arts, and family activities. VetTix is dedicated to giving back to those who gave us so much. Learn how you can help at vettix.org. VetTix.org.
Time now for some weird news on this Thursday. It's often said that thieves will take whatever they can get their hands on, but one burglary case recently in West Virginia left the whole neighborhood dumbfounded. Barry Hyder went to his daughter's wedding, one of the happiest moments of his life, followed by one of the most bizarre return visits home. Got home, his door was hanging wide open, the place had been ransacked, but he was looking around and trying to figure out what all they took, and they stole his new bathroom toilet. He had just done a remodel, just installed a brand new toilet, and somebody stole his toilet.
Must have been a very nice toilet.
Apparently. They stole a television, a computer, and a toilet. How desperate are you to steal a toilet? Police came to the scene, and they've been trying to figure out what happened, but they got
have nothing to go on.
You stole my joke. But they got nothing to go on, Heidi. See? Thank you.
I know you so well.
The quote from the police, I don't understand why somebody would steal a toilet. Oh, that was the neighbor that said that. Anyway.
It must have been a nice one.
Sad for somebody to break into anyone's house and steal a toilet. Anyway, they say the toilet thief is the last straw. He is making plans to move to be with relatives. He's not staying in that neighborhood anymore. People stealing toilets. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now your moment of duh. A Vincent, Ohio man was arrested on firearms charges when he posted a Facebook video of himself shooting a fully automatic handgun despite a court order barring him from owning or using such guns. He's 28. Christopher Walker posted a video of him from November the 13th showing him wearing some gloves and shooting a Glock 9mm that was modified to make it automatic. He was recently placed under temporary protection order, and it says here that he's not allowed to possess any firearms. So, when he posted this video, that wasn't the smartest thing he's ever done.
Not at all.
It says he was arrested and charged with possession of a dangerous ordinance, a 5th-degree felony. So, he got himself in trouble because he was doing this, even though he was told not to. He took a video of himself doing this and put it on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Not bright right there. Not bright. That's why it's today's moment of duh.
Every day, approximately 23 U.S. military veterans take their own lives. Big Paws Canine Foundation is helping to decrease that number, providing service and companion dogs to our disabled veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty. Partnering a hero with a specifically trained dog significantly reduces the incidence of suicide, and your support makes all the difference. Find out how you can help our American heroes. Join the pack at BigPawsCanine.com.
Time now for fake news or Florida. Heidi, you have to tell me, is this a real, true story that happened in the great state of Florida, or do we make it up just to trick you?
All right, I'm ready.
Fake news or Florida? Key West woman busted for drunk driving with a boat and 3 kids on board. Fake news or Florida?
Florida.
Wow, that does sound like a Florida story, but
But
was
it's
fake
not.
news. Look at that. I got some help now. Thank you. I'm not good at tricking Heidi. You always know mine instantly. What is it that I do that how can
I don't know. You have a tell, and I can't tell you what it is because then you'll change your tell.
Somebody else listening know what that is? Can you please tell me? What am I doing here? I don't know what I'm doing. But this has been Fake News or Florida, and Heidi got it wrong. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
This portion of The John and Heidi Show is brought to you by The John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying The John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and instead of doing our good news like we usually do, we're going to take a moment right now, since it is Thanksgiving Day in the U.S. of A., to just talk about some things that we're thankful for. I first of all want to say thank you to my beautiful bride, Heidi, for putting up with me all the time. I'm thankful for you, Heidi.
Well, thank you.
I'm thankful that not only are you an awesome wife, but you're a great co-host on this program as well. Sometimes you will think of witty little things that I won't let you say on the air.
I know you don't let me say most of the things I want to say on the air.
I'm really glad. Over the last 9 years, we've been doing this program now. Isn't it crazy? Mm-hmm. Doesn't seem like it, does it? I mean, if you listen, you'd think these guys are brand new at this. But over the last 9 years, I'm really proud of how before you would say things and then afterwards we would get in trouble. And now at least I can tell like the look on your face before you even said. I shake my head. No, I'm like, no.
No, don't say that.
No, we're not going there. But I just want to say I want to say how thankful I am. And I would love for other people on our Facebook page for today. We've got a little thing on there talking about how thankful we are. If you would chime in with things that you're thankful for, that would be awesome. Anything that you're thankful for?
I'm just thankful for our health and for our whole family.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something where, we had a rough couple of years in our family. And, people who know us personally know what we went through, and thank goodness that's done. I wish I could say it's all completely done and behind us. It's not. But at least we're through the tough stuff. And but even on our worst day, I look at some people that we know who have gone through much tougher things than that. And I think I'm still thankful that, it didn't get as bad as it could have gotten. So, again, on this Thanksgiving Day, spend some time being thankful. I know later in the day they open the stores. It used to be Black Friday. Now it's like Black Thursday. So the stores will open. people be out there fighting over, all the stuff they need rather than being thankful for what they have. And for those of you who do that, Heidi that's a sport she participates in.
It is a sport.
It is. And
it really is. It's you have to be conniving. You have to know what you want and where it is, and you gotta plan. It is a sport.
I'm a designated driver. I'll drop them at the door, and then I'll come back and pick them up. I don't participate in that one, but again, please be thankful today. And if you want to chime in on our Facebook page and let us know what you're thankful for, that'd be great. And you can also chime in to help out with our Dear John letter from earlier in the program. All of that at Facebook.com/John and Heidi Show. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. We are so thankful for you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on this Thanksgiving Day.